Oh, now it works. Okay. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. That's technical difficulties. I don't care. It's working now because we fixed the timeline, everybody. We fixed it. Jake and Luke back at it again. Back at it like a crack addict. Is
What the fuck?
don't blame me. Killer Mike said it. Run the jewels. This is episode
Stupid.
number 2 of Drawn to DC. So this will be the first episode where we're going to do something with their little continuity because it's like weird because the animated movies there's some that aren't tied to continuity, then there's like a string of movies that is continuity. So this movie is Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, and this is what sets up the like New 52 universe in the animated movies. So this is exciting time. So the reason we're doing this one is we can do the continuity stuff, but it's also because the Flash is coming out in a couple weeks, so we figure might as well get into that. Before we
Yeah,
even get
yeah.
into this movie, how much of the Flashpoint storyline do we think will actually be in the Flash?
Um, I was hoping for a lot, but like as I hear about people seeing it and like the early releases, I said it's not, but it is. But they say that it doesn't reset the timeline, it doesn't do anything. They say Ezra is going to be back, all this stupid
Yeah.
bullshit, and it's just, and that's the biggest thing about this up and coming film that I hate the most is you got rid of Ben Affleck, which was fucking phenomenal. You got rid of Henry Cavill, which is fucking panel in real life. You get rid of fucking Gal, who's just fucking beautiful. But you get rid of your main three, and then everybody else is kind of just thrown away because they don't count as the main whatever.
Um
Don't know if they're bringing anybody back. But you keep Ezra, this fucking
well
cuck
that
boy of a fucking
uh
shitstorm.
I want to clarify. That was the director of The Flash saying he wanted to make a sequel with Ezra. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't honestly because we talked about this on. I talked about this with Tyler on the regular show. I personally think this is a complete reboot. I think this is going to reset everything because if you're already going through the trouble of recasting the Trinity with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, well, yeah, why wouldn't you just restart everything? But we'll
Well,
see.
yeah,
Or
because then
even
they
just
say
ignore
that
Barry altogether and make it fucking Wally West. I don't care.
which is why the fucking animated shows worked so good because Wally West was the main Flash in Justice League and Unlimited and stuff too, which is kind of
Yeah,
weird and a new way to do it. But they're essentially the same character. Like
yeah,
he just copies his experiment and
yeah,
becomes the Kid Flash, which is kind of a stupid name, but
yeah. So let's talk about Flashpoint Paradox, the animated movie. That's why we're here. Uh, First impressions on this before we even go into like the full details of the plot. I watched. So this was around the time when I was watching these movies religiously, where I would
mhm.
like back when Redbox was a thing. I would go
When
back
they
and
come out, go get them.
yeah, get them at Redbox. So I saw this when it came out, and I hadn't really watched it since before doing this show,
Hmm.
and I totally forgot how much they pushed the boundaries of a PG-13 animated movie
Well, yeah,
because
and like you go from Phantasm to this, like time jump. You go from like a G rating almost to fucking might as well have been rated R, a
yeah,
kids movie.
which this is kind of, I think this is the beginning of them starting to do more adult anime because there's a couple of R-rated ones. Like when we get to the end of this continuity
Hmm.
with Apocalypse War, that uh is like full blown rated R. Like there's a lot of deaths in it.
Yeah,
So
that one's pretty crazy too. But I want to start with animation, if that's all right,
sure.
and just going from the time jump
Oh yeah,
from
because you and I have some
like that
opinions
too,
on this animation
because
style.
and I want to talk about next week's episode too, because I'm just gonna say they fixed a lot of things between this one and the next one too.
Yeah.
But in the Flashpoint, there's a lot of characters that look good, that are clean, that are like Barry, the
Oh,
Flash,
yeah.
solid,
Thomas
beautiful,
Wayne looks great.
done well. Thomas, his neck and his chin are a little blocky. Oh, fucking Aquaman, dude.
Oh my God.
Every
Aquaman's
time
design.
Aquaman shows up, I get so angry because his waistline is like this,
Mm.
but it's his torso is freaking
He's got like
huge,
that
and then
weird
he's just
mark on
super
his
jacked.
nose.
Yeah,
Like,
like he must have broke his nose or something.
yeah.
I don't know,
But yeah,
but
like
he just
yeah.
he's so
I
blocky and just
I would
abnormally large.
I think Reverse Flash is too big too. I think there are a lot of characters that are a little too bulky
That-
for my
Like they
liking.
made him too like long in some parts. Because like
Yeah.
Grifter was cool. Grifter was a good
Yeah.
design. Like it's just like they basically had one main artist. That main artist was sick one day, and then they let somebody else design, and they just kind of amplified his
Well, yeah. And it was like
shit.
we don't want to do the Bruce Timm stuff. We want to kind of do more of this style. And like I
Hmm.
said last week, I said it does give me like the Boondocks, Black Dynamite, like hard edge, like almost like Western anime look. And
Hmm.
yeah, some of the characters works. Like I said, Thomas Wayne Batman looks great. Fucking Cyborg looks badass in this. I really like his design.
I like how they made him fucking huge too. Like
Yeah,
over the time, he's just kept updating, and he's literally just like 10 feet tall.
yeah, yeah,
Which when the Flash shows up, he's like, "Whoa, you're different." And he's like
yeah.
staring up at him.
So this is I forgot that this movie does this. So the beginning it has their normal intro. Flash shows up at the Flash Museum to stop the reverse, which in hindsight was kind of awesome because it's like it shows Flash kind of punking out all of his villains. I mean, yes, he gets
Hmm.
help from the Justice League, but that intro is really cool. So he's fighting, and then he gets covered up in this like glue stuff, and
See, I took notes, and I want to while
yeah,
you're
sure.
explaining this, I'm gonna get it
So
because I wanted to talk about some stuff.
Flash can't get out of it, right? So he's like trying to vibrate out of it, and he can't. And Ichabod is like, "I fucking told you I knew how to do this shit." And then that's when we cue where it's like, "That's the thing. I actually have friends," and so then the Justice League
Like you
shows
have
up.
your friends, I got mine.
Yeah.
That was funny.
So
But
Batman flies in, say first, and
I
then they
wanted to
all.
talk about his Batman's fucking introduction. Like in this movie, when Batman shows up and he busts through the window and does the cape
Yeah.
thing, fucking badass. Just Batman. Batman in general is just a fucking cool motherfucker. But
Yeah.
I wanted to I wanted to talk about um for whatever reason you have to like point it out to kids. Like if you have a different version of somebody or like a different age version.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, when Barry's running home to show up to his mom to come home or whatever, and it's her birthday,
Yeah.
my pants are yellow, my jacket's red. I'm the Flash. Remember that, kids. Like when they have to like wear the colors to like
Yeah.
to point it out,
Well,
be
oh
like,
yeah, I forgot about that. Like a prologue at the beginning where he's with his mom and he's trying to like I can run so fast or whatever. But this is the confusing thing about this movie, and I didn't remember it. So they have the fight. They all have these bombs attached to them, and they have to get rid of the bombs. So all the members of the Justice League get rid of the bombs. The best one by far was Superman when he just goes,
he's waiting's the worst part.
yeah, and he goes, oh,
Stand
kind
there.
of, and it explodes in his hands. He's like, oh, it kind of tickled, like I love that. Oh yeah, and the fact that how Batman did it, he had to use Green Lantern to do it with him because Green Lantern grabbed him and took him out into outer space. So I like that. But then Barry wakes up and he's in the Flashpoint universe. And I forgot that the movie doesn't reveal why they're in this timeline until at the very end.
Yeah.
And it's like the big twist. Because this whole time I'm like, the fuck? Because I could have swore there was another like couple scenes before that. And I was
Hmm.
like, I don't remember any of that. And then I don't remember them just jumping into it. And it was it's so funny because I just don't remember that. And this whole okay, most people know what the Flashpoint is and with DC stuff, but I just find this very interesting, and I love it when they do something so small, like when they do the butterfly effect, and it's like it does it to where it makes these characters what they are. Because if you think about it, if you go back to like Greek mythology and you look at throughout history, right? We've had gods and titans and all these like fables, right? But almost every time the hero has to be tragic. So
Right.
this movie was Barry just wanted his mom back, which is a very understandable thing for anybody that's
Hmm.
lost a parent, right? But when he does that, he destroys the world.
Yeah, and when he's having the whole like villain monologue at the end too with
It got
Thawne,
ruined, dude. That got memed to shit, and it's been ruined for me because
it
I,
it
but
but
it's
he's
good. It's
saying
good,
like he's like you didn't go back in time to kill Hitler to stop Hitler. You didn't go back in time
right?
to do all this shit. You wanted your mommy. Like,
Yeah,
dude, rightfully so. Like, you know what I mean?
but I think it's what I love about that is human beings in our stories love tragic characters. We love characters that struggle because we struggle, right? So like
Hmm.
yeah, that whole concept of he didn't stop World War II, he didn't stop any of that. He didn't stop the Holocaust or anything. He went back to save his mom. And then he pays
Yeah.
for it with the world getting destroyed. It's like but
He's like, I guess I gotta go back to my dead mom.
so yeah, in when we get the introduction of Batman, there's one you talked about the character models. There's one gripe I have with this with the animation style that I have, separate than yours. Continuity. Continuity is something that is glaring in live action. It's not as bad in animation, but when you see Thomas Wayne's Batman, he's fighting. Oh God, who's he fighting? It's a
Yo.
Yo-Yo, and
The
he takes a knife out and is driving it into the mask and it's cracking their glasses, which was a badass shot, right? But when he and she's like gives him what he wants, and then he throws her off anyway to also show like, oh, this Batman kills people, you know. But when Flash or when Cyborg catches her, there's
it's
nothing on
not
the
cracked.
visor, and I'm like, I look, I'm not an animator, I don't do that shit, but I just like some of that stuff is like I knew it right away. I
Hmm.
noticed it right away. I was like, that's just a little continuity error that they missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, his I think all of these Flashpoint introductions are great. I think the introduction of Batman doing that to Yo-Yo and like, oh, this is a different. This isn't the Batman we're used to. And Cyborg working for the government. By the way, Cyborg Michael B. Jordan out of nowhere. Like that seems like
Yeah.
a random casting.
Which which is funny because like you get all these like big names or like they're tied to the animation anyway, like Conroy's in this one. But then
Briefly, very
they like just
briefly.
they start like scrapping different and they're like, whoa, this is a reboot, but we're gonna also reboot after this one, and
Yeah,
we're gonna get our own voices, which is fine because most of them work better, I think,
yeah.
to separate worlds.
Yeah,
But
I think I love the idea of Cyborg being working for the government too. And his or like his whole thing doesn't change that much, but it does enough that I think it's interesting. And yeah. So yeah, I think again, I think for the most, not all Justice League members have pretty badass intro, but most of them do because we're gonna play a game with this, like who has the shittiest Flashpoint future because some of these suck.
Hal Jordan.
Yeah, Hal Jordan. Okay, so at this point in the
See,
movie, everybody's let's just do it now. But let's play the game. Who has the shittiest Flashpoint future? Hal Jordan. Good
it's
op.
Hal Jordan
Good.
for sure,
Got to be
for
one of
sure.
them because this big war is happening between the Themyscirians and the Atlanteans. The world is going to end. Like, this is a big fight. And he's like, we're going to send in our best pilot who found the Green Lantern ship, but is not the Green Lantern because it's got to be different, because it's not
Yeah.
main DC continuity. And
Which again, it's who is it? It's Colin Fillion, isn't it? Or whatever the fuck his name
Nathan
is.
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. I don't know why I said Colin. But yeah,
Maybe it's
Nathan
his
Fillion.
brother. Uh, so they're like, we got to get our best pilot to do what? just drive a ship into a giant monster and explode.
Well, he was supposed to hit the ship, but it
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
one of
supposed to
those like.
explode, but yeah, it turned
But he
into a
was like,
monster. Yeah, yeah.
"Sir, I've wanted something like this my entire life. I'm gonna go kill myself for you,
For the
America."
government. Yeah. So yeah, it was supposed to be just a ship, right? And then it was like, oh no, it's a monster. Uh,
Yeah.
so Hal Jordan's got to be up there. Superman has a really shitty Flashpoint
Oh
future
yeah, Superman
because
is pretty shitty.
I actually really liked how they did
Government
him.
experiment.
I liked how they did that, and like
Yeah.
having him be kind of simple and not understand how to communicate because he's been in a bunker for so long. I think it was a smart choice because usually when we think of Superman, we think of this friendly, silly, funny character, and then to see him just be like, "Son," and just say like the most simple
Mm-hmm.
things. It's
Friends.
really sad, really
Yeah, it's
cool.
fucked up.
Uh, Thomas Wayne kind of has a shitty future because his wife becomes the Joker. I okay.
Which in
I have
this in
mixed
this
feelings
timeline
about this.
though, in this timeline though, it makes so much more sense as to why he doesn't kill the Joker because
Right, it's his wife.
it's gonna be harder to kill your wife. Like,
Yeah, but
and I feel,
but
and I don't want to
I'm
say it's justified,
I'm
but it's
sorry, but
understandable.
that scene when Bruce gets shot in Crime Alley, I just
And
I don't
he's
know,
just
man.
fucking beating the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, but when she wipes her blood on his face and it's a smiley face, I'm just like, it seems, and I understand why it was
A
so
bit on the
sudden.
nose.
Well, yeah, and it seemed a little sudden to just immediately,
Yeah.
like, I feel like that would take a little bit longer than her just be like, "Oh, I'm a psycho." Like as soon
But I
as
think
soon as
it's one
it's
of those
trying to
things I
move
think
the story.
where, but you also gotta think though, like she was probably a little bit psychotic already. She was a little bit crazy already.
Oh,
But
I love that they keep that in this that they keep that still a doctor, but he's like, I'm not a great doctor anymore because now I've dedicated my life to being a murderous machine. But
well, he owns a casino. He says he quit
oh yeah, he quit
quit
being a
the
doctor
working.
to run a casino. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because
Uh
then there's a part where he's like, "You got the bat planes big enough for everybody?" And he's like, "I only use my plane for high rollers."
yeah,
So he like,
to
it's
get him
just a
out of the
fucking casino
casino.
plane. Stupid.
Um his I really like how they did Thomas Wayne. I think what is so funny about for me anyway, like I like we love Batman. We obviously did a podcast about Batman and stuff like that. But like what I think is so funny when I think of Marvel, I think of Spider-Man. And when I think of
Mm-hmm.
DC, I think of Batman. And clearly DC thinks that because even in a story that's more focused on the Flash, he still gets a lot of the screen time and he still gets a lot of this because
Yeah.
other characters get backstories, but his is like he spends the most time with Flash, which makes sense because if Flash still thinks Bruce exists, he would go to Bruce because Bruce is like one of the smartest members of the team and is a strategist. But
Mm-hmm.
I just love what they did with him, especially this when uh Barry keeps trying to convince him that he knows who he's his friend and he knows who he is when he keeps saying Bruce and he just fucking punches him and knocks him down. He goes, "Stop saying my dead son's name."
I said, "You
Like,
say my son's name one more time, I'm gonna kill you," some shit like that.
yeah, but I
Mm.
love that because that is such a real line. Like that is something a real person would say if you keep reminding them of their dead child. It's
Yeah.
like stop talking about them like that.
But this
But
is that's the same thing too with this guy. Is he's so fucking depressed and like that he's a fucking full time alcoholic. Like
yeah,
that flask
he's
in the
always
utility
drinking.
belt.
Yeah, he's
And
always
that
drinking in this
and that's
movie.
what I'm saying is like when he's trying to recreate the experiment that gave him his powers,
Yeah, so he rigs up
and
everything to get struck by lightning, like in the
he's
comics.
burning alive. He saves him, brings him back down to his cave, bandages him up, and Barry's like, "We gotta do it again," and he's just like, "Fuck it, all right." So then they strap him in,
I barely
and
know
he's
you,
just
so if you
fucking
die, I don't care.
he's just drinking on his flask, and he has a whole like minute of hesitation to be like, "Shit, I should save this guy."
Oh yeah, what he goes, oh my god, and then he finally puts him out of the. Oh my god.
Oh my god. But
So,
but he's just is like, yep, let's do it again.
and again, another thing where I was like, as it's setting up, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this goes badly. And then it does. I'm like, holy shit. Because
Yeah, he's like,
you're
you got
still
first
watching a
degree
dude burn
burns.
alive. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucked up. And then so yeah, when he saves him and he brings him back to the Bat Cave, Barry hits the ring button, and instead of his costume, it's the Reverse Flash. Because then it's like, which shout out to the writing in this, because Reverse Flash is just a fucking dickhead in this movie, and
He's
it's
just he
so
just
good.
strokes the shit out of his ego so hard.
I love
And I
it
just
when
that's this whole like
yeah.
his whole mantra is I hate you. I don't care how you die. I don't care if I die. I just want you to feel pain.
Yeah, and
I want you to know I did it too.
it's nice to watch a movie like this, or see, in the comics too, is like, just this guy, just like you said, just really fucking hates Barry and doesn't care. Like, that's his main thing in life, is fucking over Barry Allen. And you know what? I like that. I like that he's mustache twirling and he's like, "Oh, by the way, Barry, here's my costume, instead of yours." And like, just
Well,
being
then that's
invested.
even cooler
Oh,
too.
that
That
scene
like
when he changes it back to the Flash
because
costume.
because Thomas is like explaining it and he's like giving him his psychosis and shit. I'm like
Yeah.
completely unnecessary, but keep the storyline rolling.
Yeah.
You
Well, and
know.
you can clearly tell is like, it was just an excuse to do like, and like Flashpoint in the comics was like it was like 60 issues, like company wide, like there was this whole thing with it. And I just think it's funny because it's just like every good multiverse story where it's like, it's literally just, well, what if Batman is Thomas Wayne? What if
Mm-hmm.
Superman never made it to the Kent's house and he landed in the middle of Metropolis, and like,
And fucking Wonder Woman
yeah.
and
And
Arthur,
Wonder
fucking
Woman is
Aquaman were
this
just
warrior
fucking
queen that she was always thought that she was going to be, but she doesn't have the morality that she does,
and
and
fucking
kills
Aquaman
kills
fully embraces his brother, fully embraces his brother, and is fucking
a dick to him.
teamed up with Black Manta. Like this whole we're siding together because the water is better than the land. Like
Also, shitty Flashpoint Future. I think Aquaman, despite this whole war with Wonder Woman, had a pretty solid one, because he did get the he had Mara, and then he hooked up with Diana. I don't know, had a
which
pretty good setup.
that scene's so fucked up to me too because she walks in on them banging after the peace summit and tries to fucking take back what's hers. And just the brutality that is Wonder Woman. Here's your
Chops her
wife's
head
head.
off. Yeah.
Here's your wife's head. Let me wear
And
her
where's the
crown
crown?
just to be a big fuck you. I'm like, God.
And I love the payoff in the final fight. It's like, you wear it in mockery, and it's like, no, I wear it to remind you. Like, I don't give
Yeah.
a shit. I'll kill you.
Well
And
then she kills him, and then when the blast from Captain Atom happens, she has the audacity to hold his body and cradle it like I only did this because I love you. Like
okay.
the fuck?
You literally just divided. You came in and wrecked my home after we thought this was going to be an alliance between our kingdoms. Killed my lover, chopped her head off, wore her crown constantly, killed me.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
she's like in this like sorrow, like
Uh,
sadness, and she's like holding him like
Shitty Flashpoint Futures. Steve Trainer, or Steve Trevor, I mean, who
dude, his death was fucking
doesn't
bad.
date Wonder Woman in this. No, he gets captured by Wonder Woman because he's a part of the Resistance, and he's trying to get Lois Lane out of there. Yeah,
I mean,
and she
obviously Lois
catches
is still a
him.
fucking
And
egotistical bitch.
again, this is where I love that what this movie was doing. It was like, okay, let's present these characters, put a little twist on them, but make him a darker twist and a little bit more sinister. Whereas any other time you'd see Wonder Woman do the rope thing, it's like around their waist, it's around their chest, it's an area that will just constrain them so she can get information. No, she puts it around his fucking neck and then proceeds to just hold
Hoists
him
him
up,
up.
just choke him a little bit, gets the information out of him, and then in the most badass way to hang someone. I'm sorry, this was the coolest shit ever. And I was like, that was awesome. Which she just slowly levitates above the ground and holds him, and it just, you see like he's spitting up blood and it
You
chokes him
see
out.
his legs twitch.
Like that,
Ugh.
so badass. And
But she's such a fucking badass character in this movie because
I just
when her one of her soldiers goes, "Would you like me to dispose of him?" And she goes, "A queen isn't above her people.
I'll
I can
kill
take
him.
care of it myself." And she just fucking does that whole progression. It's just like,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
I don't I know I like how cool she is in this, but another thing that I think this does well, and I think it was intentional with this whole storyline, you really do want Barry to set things back, because I'm like, she's badass in this, but like I still like Wonder Woman with her humanity, because
Yeah.
this Wonder Woman is scary. Like this Wonder
Well,
Woman is terrifying.
they
Because this is
definitely
Wonder
made
Woman with
the
no.
Amazons look like Amazons because they're fucking like 3 foot taller than everybody else too. You
Her
notice that?
design, yeah. And speaking of designs, her design is probably one of the best designs, because she's got that like
Yeah.
that shoulder piece, and she's like she's got like
Extra
this like
armor shit.
instead of the stars looking like underwear, it's like a battle skirt. It's like it's just cool.
Hmm.
I really like her look. And uh like we're kind of jumping around because that's what we're doing on this show, but
I'm just talking about deaths at this point
oh no,
because
I just like talking about it, yeah.
when
Well, the big
fucking
fight is awesome. Like that is such a like that
yeah,
third act fight is great.
because Batman drops down and Grifter's there and they're like shooting shit and then Thomas grabs out a fucking grenade and Grifter is like, "Whoa, cool." He tosses it and he's like, "Why didn't we team up more often?"
Yo-
And then and then they just start fucking wailing on fucking Black Manta. The dude's fucking face is just
So
splattering
his
blood.
mask breaks and his face is exposed, and then yeah, they shoot the shit out of him, and it's just blood. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah. And
uh,
then fucking Aquaman and Cyborg are fighting. And when he goes to fucking kill Cyborg, he
he
rips off
rips
his
open
fucking
his
chest
chest
plate.
piece. Oh my
He's
gosh.
got the heart just there pumping.
And again, I forgot. It's been so long. It's been almost 10 years since I've seen this movie, so I forgot a bunch of shit. And I'm like, oh god, is he
And
gonna stab
then
him?
Superman shows up and fucking laser eyes his fucking arm off.
Yeah, friend.
Like what the fuck, dude? Like crazy.
Cyborg had an okay future. He's just working for the government, but you know.
Yeah. He stopped being a vigilante to get a day
Bruce's
job.
future. Bruce's future sucks because he's dead.
He doesn't have a future, Jacob.
That's what's so sad.
Oh,
10-year-old was
is
shot
pretty
in the
sad.
alley, and you're making jokes
Which
about
is
it.
sad when he's telling him like all you gotta do is run. Doesn't matter who the fuck dies, who the fuck because this
Yeah,
isn't a real reality. You gotta get back to your time, so it's not for for nothing.
yeah,
And he hands him the fucking envelope with a letter to Bruce.
yeah.
And you don't see like the whole letter. You just see like the part that says something like sorry for the things that I lost or something like that at the end. And then it's
Yeah,
your father, Thomas. And he's fucking crying on the letter. And he tells him you're one hell of a messenger.
yeah. Well,
And he's like, you gotta run.
they take and in the comics they take it a step further, and because I think it was just last year maybe they had Flashpoint Beyond, which now that I think about it, of course it would make sense that they do it last year because the new Flash movie's coming out, but or it might have been I want to say it might have been before that too. But anyway, Thomas Wayne Batman does show up again, and he meets Bruce Wayne in the main DC continuity, and he tells Bruce to quit to be with Selina and quit being Batman. He goes, "You deserve a life. You know, my Bruce didn't have a life, but you do, and you deserve a life." And it's like, God damn.
It's just the little like emotional like subtleties that you get that just
Yeah. Well, and it's so nice that the movie ends with that, where the
Mhm.
majority of that movie was a violent, nasty movie, and to see like a little bit of levity at the end. But the another thing that I liked in that fight uh was yeah, just the brutality of Aquaman. Like again, I think Aquaman and Wonder Woman I like their main versions, but I really dug these versions. And I think it says more about me as a person that I was like, I like bloodthirsty warlord Aquaman and a Wonder Woman. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. And you know
What
what?
what
Because it
was the
did,
whole
because it
point of them doing this anyway? Like, what was their whole peace summit about in the first place?
I think they were just trying to unite the kingdoms. Now, I don't know if them having that little like sex scene was like supposed to be like finishing the union or finishing the agreement. I don't know. But my assumption was, yeah, that they were just gonna have some sort of alliance. Good question, because both of them seem to be anti-human anyway. So I feel like both of them
Right,
hated
right.
people anyway. So they're like, we're pretty much gods. Why are we letting them run everything? Why don't we? We control most of
Mm-hmm.
this planet is the water. So why not I do this? And I don't know. I think. Oh, I love how Aquaman just bitch slaps Ocean Master all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we
Oh,
totally forgot the scene where Lex Luthor, Deathstroke fight Aquaman, and no, what I think is so great is about this is Wonder Woman and Aquaman hate each other, but it's like you're the same person. You're the same bloodthirsty warlord because Aquaman does the same thing where they're fighting and you don't know what's like this whole fight and he sees Slade and he just goes no survivors and just fucking off
yeah,
screen
yeah.
stabs him with a trident. That was scene was awesome because you actually got to see Slade do some cool shit, but then I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna end well because
Dead.
it's like your villains anyway. Like, of course they're gonna kill you off, Lex
Well,
Luthor,
like
Lex
they
Luthor,
like
whatever.
just kept adding like random characters for no reason. Like Ice School Junior shows up for no reason.
I know.
He's in alliance with Deathstroke and Luther for whatever reason.
Talk about a fucking random ass. Yeah, that was clearly just made for fodder. They're like, we need some random ass DC characters to kill. So
Yeah, because then when they're talking to the Resistance, and I continue to hate and despise Lois Lane for everything in her entire being. She's a shit character. Don't like her. Bring the
I don't.
comments, bring the
I
fucking
don't know. I
the
don't know.
fodder, but
I don't know if that's true, but I
I don't
think
like Lois. But anyway, they're talking about like all these people like fucking the Canterbury Cricket. Like what the fuck is
yeah,
that shit?
yeah.
Like just these like they're not even C list. They're like E list fucking DC characters that they're just randomly throwing into the Resistance.
Wow.
But I was gonna say when Cyborg proposes the Resistance after he kicks Yo-Yo's ass, and they're doing the Shazam kids,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you're thinking they're all their own one or whatever.
yeah.
In
The
this
Shazam
one,
family.
they're Captain Thunder that they come together as one person,
Yeah, I
which
kind of
I
like
thought was
that.
weird. But
I kind of like it, but yeah, it was kind of weird. I prefer just having the Shazam family and just doing
like
that.
six, like that's like six brains in the one body. That would be hard to
Also,
compute.
Captain Thunder's fighting Wonder Woman and she's beating the shit. I'm like, you're just gonna kill these kids?
Dude, and then she fucking makes him say Shazam and fucking
Yeah,
murders him in the
puts
fucking
puts the
street.
rope on him and makes him say it. Like, fuck me. Which
And then
is
she
funny
stabs him in the air. Like,
because I didn't even think about that too. I was like, that would be a cool scene to see in like the movies, but who knows with what they're doing now with Shazam? Because
yeah,
Shazam is kind of doing
its
his own
own
thing.
thing.
And James Gunn said that he was off on his own thing, so like maybe they'll bring it back. Who knows? Well,
Yeah, and
that second movie.
fuck The Rock. The Rock totally could have had a badass fight scene with
Hey,
him,
don't you
but
dare
no.
say that. He's back with the Fast franchise.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
only
why?
because
Because
he was
Black
trying to
Adam
clear his
failed
name.
so bad. He's like, well, I gotta call up Vinny and see if I can get back in the Fast. And it worked because Hobbs is getting his own movie. By the way, they're making another Hobbs movie.
Another one?
Yeah,
Oh
they need to
God.
stop because he's gonna be in Fast X colon part two. Because remember, they're trying to make this movie last for 3 fucking movies for some
I was
reason.
say it's a fucking trilogy movie.
For their 10th, 11th, and 12th movie.
Jesus
I
Christ,
hate
dude.
it.
Like
I hate it, but I'll probably watch it. No, I haven't.
yeah,
I haven't even
they totally should have called it Fasten
Fasten.
instead
Yeah,
of Fast 10, Fasten.
I know. I haven't watched it. I have not watched F9. So
F9's yeah, dude. And it's
We're on a different topic there, but
I know,
back
but
to the
it's not good
Flashpoint.
because they spoiled like all the good shit in the trailer. So there's no
Yeah.
what?
There's a
Anyway,
cameo that I had spoiled, but I won't spoil for you. From the Flash, and I was really pissed that I got it spoiled for me. I was like, "You dicks!" I wanted to see. That's another thing. I feel like everybody else was seeing this movie early, the Flash movie. I'm like,
right?
what do we do?
And I
Um,
hate that we live in a time of fucking spoil culture. Like it's fun to spoil movies.
well, it's because people get so excited about this stuff, and then they want to like look up every possible detail, and it's like that's cool for you, man. But I'm trying to just enjoy this shit. I don't know why you're
Yeah, I like to do that. I like to do that afterwards to see if I
right.
miss something.
Yeah. Um. Overall, I really enjoyed Flashpoint Paradox. I really liked it when I first saw it. I still like it here. I think um my I think I'll say it for most of these movies. I just feel like there's some more meat on the bone, and I think it could have been longer than an hour 17. I feel like there could have been just a little more. I mean, on one hand, it's nice to have like that speed, but it's also like I don't know. I think I would have liked a little bit more with Superman. I feel like he kind of got a little less. I would have liked a little bit more with Barry before. I don't know. I think I would have liked him a little bit more in the main timeline before we just jump in because it's really quick that they just jump into the Flashpoint. Because literally
Yeah, I
after
think
that
it's like
first scene, like that bit first, like because there's the prologue scene and then there's the big fight scene with Captain Cold and Reverse Flash, and then it's just this. And then it goes right into Flashpoint. So, uh,
which
the
the
scene that
Flash's rogues gallery is fucking ass. Like they're just stupid. Like
Captain
because
Cold.
because there's only so much you can do with a superhero that runs that's fast.
Yeah.
Because it's a
You
guy that
have.
makes you dizzy in the top. It's a guy
Oh
that
yeah, I forgot the top. The first
yeah,
villain
the
we see
top.
is the top.
He just makes you dizzy essentially, and then Mirror Master is he puts you in a mirror or whatever, and then it's Captain Cold and Captain Boomerang, Heat Wave. That might be all of them in this movie, but they're basically just people that make it hard for you to run because Heat Wave, you get overheated, you can't run anymore.
Captain Cold freezes
Captain
you,
Cold puts some ice on the ground and you can't run because you slip.
where you can
And
freeze
then
your legs.
Boomerang just makes you come back.
Who's Captain Boomerang? You know what? Don't worry, I'll come back to me. um,
So call
but
him
the
Ricochet
scene that I'm referring to that's been memed to hell because it's so fucking funny is that's the
when he's
scene where
doing his
he's
fucking villain
explaining
monologue.
when he's explaining how Flashpoint happens. I can help but think of that because people have somebody even voiced over it and lip dubbed it so it looked like he was saying like, remember that time when you were kissing a girl and you came in your pants? That was me, Barry.
That was me, Barry.
I went through the Speed
Because he
Force
comes,
and jerked you off in
because
super speed.
this is so funny because he comes out and he's stirring his coffee and he like leans up on the fucking wall and he starts doing his stupid villain monologue about
Yeah.
how I hate you so goddamn much. He's like, I tricked you off at super speed, Barry. It's so dumb, but it's
You
hilarious
thought
as
it.
shit.
You thought you came too
You
early.
thought
That
you
was me,
came at the
Barry.
touch of a, because of the touch of a beautiful woman. I was me, Barry.
Jerked you off in super speed. Which can we take a minute to think about that? Let's be honest. Barry, Wally, even Jay, all of them probably vibrated their hand really fast and jerked off. I mean, like, come on, who wouldn't in that situation, right? I
Dude,
mean,
you would definitely be the king of the quickie.
if you were Lady
You
Flash,
know?
oh my gosh, if you were Lady Flash, you would just be having the time of your life. Just one, two fingers. And
What, you don't like that?
with that, today's sponsor is. Could you
Today's
imagine
sponsor is
Adam and Eve? I mean, you wouldn't.
is
Who wouldn't?
Duramax.
If I were the fastest man alive, you better. You know how much time I could take out of my day, just really fast and being done.
Well, that's the thing too. Is if you are with a lady friend and you come too quickly, I can go over here, clean it up, be back before she even notices. and I can go again
or
because you have a heightened metabolism,
or
so you can do
or
all kinds of shit.
you'll never have to worry about a woman cheating on you because you just vibrate your tongue really fast and she would never leave you. She would never leave you. It's too good. Barry, I'm trying to help you. You're too concerned about saving your dead mom. You should be should be picking up the ladies. Well, in this,
Look, all I gotta
isn't
say
he
is
married
in the
to
DC,
what's her name? I
Iris.
can't Iris,
I
yeah,
think
he's
it's
married.
Iris. Yeah,
He's
but that's the
married to
thing.
her
Is
in
like,
this
what's
thing.
up with these superheroes falling for fucking reporters? Okay, they're always stuck up, annoying bitches. No, because I don't like Iris either. I don't like Iris. I don't like fucking. I absolutely despise Lois Lane. And
Why?
when
I don't understand it.
and when Amy
Because you
Adams
have
was
why do
cast,
you hate Amy Adams?
I
She's the
hated it even
nicest
more
person.
because I can't stand Amy Adams. Don't know why. I
That's the
actually don't
problem.
know why. There's
Your
just something about her.
your attitude towards Amy Adams is carrying over to Lois Lane, and Lois Lane has had nothing to do with it.
No,
Did
no.
you know that Amy Adams is almost 50? I'm like, she looks incredible for being almost 50. I gotta say.
She's okay. No, the reason why I don't like Lois Lane is because Clark just gets rid of all rules, all fucking obligation to the mission. If Lois is in trouble, I will drop this bus full of children and I will go save Lois. If
Hey, you wouldn't
you
if
know
your
what I'm
wife.
saying,
What about you, Luke? If that were your wife, you wouldn't do that. Come on.
I would save the children. I would get in the bus and I would drive the bus to save her.
He could do. Why couldn't he do both? He's Superman. Why?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He gets
You always got to
blinded.
save Lois first.
He has to get blind. He gets blinded by Lois.
Blinded by the Lois. Anyway, revved up like a lane. Anyway,
Stupid.
that's terrible. I should apologize. All right, let's wrap things up. Do I have any notes I want to talk about real fast? I mean, I just let's see. Oh yeah, so this is the 18th film of the DC animated original movies. This is the first film of the DC animated movie universe. Is going to be the one that's going to be loosely based on the new 52 timelines. Is what this is going to be. Just wanted to give a couple shout outs.
Well, like I said, it's like a reboot, and it's also a reboot.
Yeah, a reboot to a reboot. Yeah, this cast is massive, by the way. I was just looking at it. It's huge because it has the regular timeline people and then the other one. C. Thomas
Alternate
Howell. C.
timeline.
Thomas Howell. I really liked him as Professor Zoom and Eobard. I think I called him
25th
Ichabod
century
earlier,
man.
which is the headless horseman. Also, where is he? D. Bradley Baker played Etrigan the Demon, also the Top. Did you know that D. Bradley Baker, that guy is the guy who voiced Carnage in the Spider-Man game on PS1?
No shit.
I would say probably one of the best Spider-Man or best Carnage voices, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I like the animated series video game.
I'm trying to find who was fucking Thomas Wayne. Oh, Kevin McKidd. He fucking killed it as Thomas Wayne Batman. I really liked him as that character. But
I did enjoy this cast a little bit.
Yeah, it was a really solid cast. So let's
Good.
get down to the ratings. Remember, for Drawn to DC, we have 3 categories out of 7 because there's 7 members of the Justice League. 3 categories, and we already said animation. I'm gonna go. We did not like. The animation isn't bad. It just some character models look like shit. Is all.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I would say 3 out of 7.
If you're gonna give it a 3, I have to give it a.
You're gonna go lower.
I was gonna go higher, I guess, but now you say that, I'm like,
you take me higher?
I'll do 2.5. 2.5, and it's only because of Aquaman. Like I said, like everything else was almost like a perfect lines. Superman was drawn really shitty in the Flashpoint because his neck is huge.
My neck is freakishly large.
Anyway, 2.5.
And then we're gonna go
Casting.
story. Story, I would say solid. I really like this story. I give it a 6 out of 7.
I would give it a 6 as well.
Oh wait, I forgot our own ranking system. So it's art, style, story, and cast, right? Yeah, yeah, you're
I think
right.
so.
Oh, the cast gets a 7. I love this cast. I think this cast was perfect. So I give it a 16. Wow, second week in a row I've done that. 16 out of
I'll give it a,
21.
I'll get, God. Because then I realized, I remember that fucking Carrie Elvis is fucking Aquaman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah,
Now you said that. It's
I'll give it a 7. It was pretty
so you gave
good.
it 2.5 and a 6, 8.5 plus 7. So you gave it 15.5 out of 21. I gave it 16 out of 21. So pretty. I don't want to give 16s, but that's 2 weeks in a row. Sweet 16. Throw a party. What I'm doing. All right, so that's it for number.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for episode dose of Drawn to DC, the Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. Again, really enjoyed this one. Next week, we're continuing, as we mentioned, the DC AMU, and the next movie after the Flashpoint Paradox is Justice League War. And this is one of my
What
Justice
is it
League
good
War.
for?
I think it's probably one of my favorites of all of them, of
Yeah.
all of the DC animated movies.
It's
I
a
really,
fucking
really like this movie.
phenomenal film. It is a great film.
And we'll talk about it on the show. And Luke and I, when this movie came out, I had also been reading, because this is mostly based, a lot of this stuff, the DCAMU is mostly based on Jeff Johns' New 52 stuff. And this, like, Justice League War is almost like panel for panel of Jeff Johns' Justice League Origins reboot. And when I read that book, when I saw that movie, I said, this is how you do a Justice League with this is the way to do it, to not be the
All right,
Avengers.
save it for
And
the
we'll
next one.
save
Save
it.
it for
Well,
the next one.
again, I'm just giving a little tease, all right?
Little
We'll
tidbit.
get into it next week. But next week, we will be talking about Justice League War. That's your homework, kiddos. So you got a whole week to watch it. I mean, it's not very long, so why don't you fucking do it? I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
Or you fucking fail the 10th grade,
Do you want to fail?
asshole.
Do you want to fail?
Dump your tool boyfriend and focus on your studies.
It's true. All
You
right.
want to be a head cheerleader or not, bitch?
You can't fuck a degree.
But you want to get that D.
Wow, that's how we end it right there. D's to get degrees, but not D's. Think about it. It's fucking high-minded thought right there.
Say that C's get degrees, but you can't
I
spell
love
degree
how
without the letter D.
the bit of this show will be we'll never know how to end it. Keep on drawing.
That's awesome.
Get animated.
Yeah.
Watch some fucking cartoons. You grow up. You know what? Here's the outro. Grow up and watch some cartoons.